what's happening around the world and what's happening here at home. A very good afternoon to you. This is Lunchtime News and I'm Sandro Ferdinando. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. Number of voters in the country increased by 373,712. Teaching advisors on an island-wide protest campaigning requesting for the Teaching Advisory Service. Pillian further remanded. Israeli Defense Minister accuses Turkey of buying IS oil. The Elections Commissioner says that the number of registered voters according to the 2015 electoral list has increased by 373,712.
According to the 2015 electoral list, the total number of registered voters in Sri Lanka stands at 15.4,021,202. The National Elections Commission noted that according to the 2014 electoral list, that figure was at 15,047,490. Additional Elections Commissioner M.M. Mohammed said that the Gampaha district records the highest voter base in the country as per the polling list for 2015. He added that there are 1.6,080,887 voters eligible to vote in the Gampaha district, while Colombo holds 1.6,040,946 voters. According to the polling list for 2015, with 263,201 voters, Vaunia holds the lowest voter base in the country.
Teaching advisors staged protests in Kurunegala, Galle and Trincomalee districts requesting for the National Teaching and Advisory Services be established. The protest was staged opposite the Education Ministry of the North Western Province in Kurunegala. They recalled to the officials that the government has proposed that the National Teaching and Advisory Service be re-established following a judicial directive. The Ausilon Trade Union. Coming up later on the news, Sivanasathure Chandrakanthan alias Pillian has been further remanded till the 10th of February. The order was issued when the former Eastern Province Chief Minister Sivanasathure Chandrakanthan was produced before the Batticaloa Magistrate today. Pillian was arrested by the Criminal Investigations Department on the 11th of October last year in connection to the assassination of late MP Joseph Pararajasingham. The recording of evidence for the post-mortem examination pertaining to the incident where a youth died following a brawl in Ambilipitia took place today at the Ambilipitia Magistrates Court. Evidence was recorded on this matter on 2 previous occasions as well.
Earlier, evidence was recorded from 3 police officers and 3 civilians. In addition, evidence had already been recorded from the telephone operator who was on duty at the Ambilipitia police station on the day of the incident, 2 police officers rendering ancillary services, as well as a mobile patrol officer. Evidence was also recorded from a member of the music band that performed on the day of the incident in Ambilipitia. Now, the National Police Commission said that one of its teams would reach Ambilipitia today to carry out investigations into the death of the youth in Ambilipitia. The Secretary of the Commission, Aryadasu Kure, said that a 3-member committee was appointed recently.
Going back to one of our stories that made it to the headlines, teaching advisors staged protests in Kurunegala, Galle and Trincomalee districts requesting for the National Teaching and Advisory Service be established. The protest was staged opposite the Education Ministry of the North Western Province in Kurunegala. They recalled to the officials that the government has proposed that the National Teaching and Advisory Service be re-established following a judicial directive. The Ausilon Trade Union of Teaching and Advisory Services charge that in such a backdrop, the Ministry of Education is delaying the process of establishing the National Teaching and Advisory Service. Day 3 of the National Sports and Physical Fitness Week took place at the premises of the Health Ministry today under the auspices of President Maithripala Sirisena.
At the event, the publication of the National Sports Health Programme was presented to the President by the Minister of Health, Dr. Rajda Senaratne. In addition, a handbook and CD on maintaining a healthy lifestyle for state sector employees was presented to the President and the Health Minister by Minister of Sports, Dayasiri Jayasekara. The National Sports and Physical Fitness Week is being organized by the President's Office together with all ministries in a bid to control non-communicable diseases which are rapidly spreading in the country.
Chairman of the National Trade Union Centre, KD Lanka, commented on how the new constitution needs to be formed. He was speaking at the 3rd annual general meeting of the Road Development Employees Union yesterday. The people must be made aware of our stance on the constitution. They must create a law in the country which will be accepted as a fundamental right to live. They must include the right to means of earning an income into the constitution. A government which cannot guarantee a way of life does not have the right to accuse us of theft and put us in jail. The public service needs to remain as it is. Persons who say that religion must not be included in the constitution call for the rights of the Tamil community through the constitution. If the government does not want to include religion, the government cannot be Sinhala, Tamil or Muslim. A government is a government. Murders were reported from several areas of the island.
An individual has been murdered in Handapangoda, Ingiriya. Police revealed that the victim was first attacked with the sharp weapon at around 11:10 last night and was later clubbed to death. The victim was a 28-year-old resident of Padukka. Police added that 2 other men and another woman were injured in the incident and were admitted to the Paduk hospital, and one of them was later transferred to the National Hospital in Colombo for treatment. Police have identified the suspects over the murder and the Ingiriya police are conducting investigations to nab them. A 6-year-old child has been murdered in Sampur, Muttur. After it was reported that the child was missing since last Monday, a search operation was launched. The body of the child was found inside an abandoned well yesterday. The body was retrieved by the Sampur police in the presence of the Muttur magistrate.
Trade Union to Protect Sri Lankan IT staged a silent protest today against the granting of employment for Indian IT professionals in Sri Lanka.
The protest took place in Fort Colombo.
ඉන්දියාවේ වුමනාව මත ඉන්දියාවේ අවශ්‍යතාවය මත ශ්‍රී ලංකා ආර්ථිකයේ සමස්තයක් වශයෙන් ගිල ගැනීමට
The SEPA agreement includes provisions to hurt the local economy to serve India's purpose. We are fully aware that the IT professionals here do not have problems in finding employment opportunities. However, in India, there are around 17% of the IT graduates who are unemployed. It is clear that Malik Samaravikrama is opening the Sri Lanka IT sector to the unemployed Indians and to sacrifice the Sri Lankan IT sector jobs.
තොරතුරු තාක්ෂණ ශාස්ත්‍රය. ඒ නිසා මේ හදන්නේ මලික් සමරවික්‍රම ඇමතිවරයා මේ උත්සාහ කරන්නේ ඉතා පැහැදිලිවම තොරතුරු තාක්ෂණ ශාස්ත්‍රය ඉන්දියාවට විවෘත කරලා ඒ විරැකියාවෙන් පෙරන ඉන්දියානුවන්ට ලංකාවේ තොරතුරු තාක්ෂණ රස්සාටික පූජා කරන්න මේ හදන්නේ.
And with that, we wrap up news for this. But do join us again next hour with more news.